Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Behind the Counter
After hours.
to episode 6.
Yay.
My name's Nicole,
I'm Bree.
and today we're going to talk about our favorite things. If you're a server, currently this episode is for you because
All of our little gadgets that we like and the things that just make our life easier and more fun at work so we don't hate our jobs.
yes, so this should be a really fun and exciting episode. So welcome to the shit show. Okay, my favorite pen is Bank First pens. They're awesome, like best fucking thing ever for writing on books. Now I know not every single restaurant you have to like write on a book and only a book. You know, some restaurants you have a POS system so you can just scribble like whatever you want to, but we only use books. We do not have a POS system. So
pens are our livelihood.
yes, so we love pens and everything about them. And the best thing about these is that they're free because they sponsor a different business.
Yeah, and maybe they'll sponsor our YouTube channel.
Eventually. We love you.
Or, let's see, our other favorite is the Papermate pens.
Yes.
But they have to be the 1.4s.
Yeah, we like them thick.
Yeah. Yeah, we like them thick. Okay. So, yeah, they're so nice. They just glide when you're writing. It's like so smooth, and you don't have to put any pressure down when you're writing, especially if you have like bad hands, because a lot of servers have like problems with like shoulders and your problems with your hands and
what is it called?
Carpal tunnel and tendinitis and all those different things and arthritis and all the itises.
All the itises.
I've been doing this a little longer than she has with the whole waitressing thing, and it's just takes a toll on you. So anything that makes your life easier and helps you so you're not like in constant pain at the end of your shift, then that's the best. I say go for the 0.4s. The 1.4, sorry.
We'll do a little zoom up here. It's Profile Ball Papermates. This is what I usually do. I take the order in my black pen, and this is my favorite pen because everybody loves the Pilot G2s, right? That's like the ultimate pen. Everybody loves those pens, right? But they're only good for when you're in like school and taking notes and stuff like that, because when you bring them to a book, you know what happens? Rips page. Rips page.
Yeah.
You cannot put that much pressure on it. And, you know, they just don't work as good as you really want them to when you're serving.
And also gel pens. Everybody loves gel pens. They're so much fun. They're so pretty and great, but they suck if you're a waitress, especially if you have really bad books that you have to write in, because some of the paper is really thin, and like she said, they rip. Also, the thing they do is they like to smear.
Yeah,
that's what drives me nuts, is because by the end of your shift, your whole hand is going to look like a rainbow.
Oh God!
Because it can't, especially when you use all different colors. Like, we don't like to use just like one color. We have to, like, spice it up a little bit of different options.
Yes.
And brighten up the day with some colors. But anyways, gel pens and stuff, they smear when you write on the paper. If you and you don't pay attention, then you wipe off half the pricing, and then you go and give them the ticket, and then half the price is gone. And then you got to go back and you got to redo it. Then you got to use the calculator, and then it's just a pain in the ass. And then you just get really annoyed. So just stay away from gel pens if you're writing on paper.
Very true. But then I'll like total in this bad boy, this red, and I'm not really like a server who uses stamps. We have stamps at the restaurants that say thank you, and then we get like holiday stickers and stuff. But honestly, I've just been really annoyed by that shit lately. I'm just like, I've adapted to totaling tickets when people are done and not totaling them beforehand by any means.
Yeah, because every time you do that, then you get screwed over, and that's every time you total the ticket first before you go back and ask them if they want desserts or something. Then they want desserts, and then you got to go back and redo it, and then then your ticket's sloppy,
or they want something else added. Yeah, so I've just adapted to totaling like after the fact that they're done eating, and then I'll say, would you like anything else? And then I total it. So I've just been like really annoyed because when I total, like I need to get that ticket in and out. Like I don't have time to be decorating it all pretty and stuff, which everybody loves to do at my job except me. I'm just like really annoyed by it right now. But when it's super slow and we're going into slow season, I'm sure I'll have a different perspective about it. But
Yeah.
sometimes I'll draw in my book, like if I really just am staring off in space for a second, I'll draw like nice little flowers on my page that like doesn't matter. Here. Since we're talking about books, let me take out my sturdy fucking apron here.
I draw hearts on mine right there, and then sometimes I draw pictures right there too.
Yeah, for those of you who are not seeing this and listening on Spotify, this episode might be a little bit better to listen to on YouTube. It's free behind the counter after hours. If you're not already there yet. So
yeah, then you can get the visual.
You can get the visuals. Otherwise, we're going to try to explain it. So if you have never worked in the service industry or nor have had a guest check book in your life or worked at a place that has needed one, this is what they look like. Or at least these are what ours look like. And then you have this page, which some restaurants just use this, like if they have a POS system and they don't need a carbon copy. And then this is called a carbon copy, and this is the kitchen ticket that everything goes through. And then you always grab both of these pages together. And then we'll give you a prime example on how nice these pens are. Sponsor us, please.
So smooth.
Hello. So beautiful.
It kind of came up with the whole thing of taping the top part of the books, because then when you go to tear the page, which is a perforated page, it comes out so much smoother, and then you don't have a bunch of paper ripping, and then by the end of the book you have that much paper missing, and then you can't even write where you need to write the table numbers on, so people know where to go with your food.
So our favorite books, these are our favorite books. They're really nice and thick. Now I don't know where our boss gets these from, but they are just 10 out of 10. They're nice and thick, like this. Look at it. Like these things, these are nice and thick. We like that. And then, you know, when we go to put the kitchen ticket in, we can just do a little...
Hence the nice and thick that we like again.
We like everything nice and thick around here. Yeah, and then look at this.
Like our stacks of money.
You don't even have...
Our stacks of money in our aprons need to be nice and thick too.
Yes. You know how many times I've like ripped a ticket in front of like customers and been like, "Oh, I'll be right back."
So embarrassing. I hate that so much.
Oh my gosh, that happens so much.
Like, oh, sorry, split the page again. I gotta go tape it up.
Nothing.
Oh, it's so irritating. Yeah.
Our favorite shoes. So I support On Cloud 100%. Now hear me out. I used to be a Hoka girl. I used to love Hokas, everything about that shoe, everything about it, until their quality of shoe started to go down, and it started to piss me off because the rubber on the bottom part would start to come up, and then I would like start tripping. And that happened. That happened within less than a month of owning these
tripping physically, not like, you know.
Oh my god. That would happen to me within like less than a month of like owning these shoes. So it like really upset me.
Yeah, that was bad.
And they're like $200 shoes. They're not cheap by any means.
Just falling apart.
Yeah, and I was like, dude, what the fuck? And they're like super cushiony. But now I 100% support On Cloud shoes. I have about 15 pair. On Cloud, please sponsor me. I've spent way too much money on these shoes. I have running shoes. I have weightlifting shoes. I have work shoes.
Oh my god.
I have hiking shoes. I have my piece of shit shoes now because I've worn them so many times that they're like really shot out. I have so many On Clouds and I love them 100%. Like, definitely recommend them to anybody who's in the service industry. Now, I'm not sure if On Cloud has non-slips, though. Some restaurants do require non-slip shoes. Ours does not. Thank God, because what the fuck would I do without wearing my running shoes to work?
Yeah, but that's the other thing with shoes, too, is like it sucks because a lot of shoes that you find nowadays, even like really expensive shoes, they don't have any grip on them anymore. They're just smooth, like straight from the store, right out of the store.
Yeah.
Have you ever noticed that?
Yes.
Like there's no grip to any shoes anymore, even like the expensive ones.
Yeah.
but yeah, so you have to like be really picky, and if you're not doing the non-slip, then you have to make sure you find ones that have a good rubber sole. Otherwise, you will be slipping like crazy every 2 seconds at work.
Yeah.
The shoes that I like so much that are kind of like the on clouds that you get are the New Balance. They're called New Balance.
Yeah, where did you find those?
I found them at Myers, surprisingly, and they weren't
they're
$200, but I think they were like $80 or whatever.
Yeah.
But they're really nice, and their soles are like really thick, like an on cloud one. I think we're gonna name this episode "Thick." They're really nice. So like if you can't really afford it and you need it a little bit cheaper, I would definitely recommend those New Balance ones that I found that have the big giant sole, because they are really good. And I used to wear like Nikes or Skechers with memory foam, but then I would wind up having to get those gel insoles and stuff because my feet would start to hurt so bad. Also, like with servers, you kind of wind up figuring out how you stand and how you walk. And we've realized that the both of us wind up kind of walking a little bit like this. And you can tell when we're server and you walk so much with these shoes on, you can see on the bottom of your soles that the outer part on the bottom of your soles are all worn out and the other part isn't. And then when that starts to happen, that's time to get new shoes, because I can tell I'll get off of work and my feet will hurt so bad. They'll feel like they're cramped in the middle because you're walking like this so much instead of walking flat like you're supposed to.
For those of you who
I don't know if you feel that way too, but
yeah, for those of you who aren't watching, we're talking about basically like landing on your like pinky toe side rather than using your whole foot to step.
Right. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Explaining it to those
that aren't watching. Yeah. So it's like you're just kind of walking. Yeah. Like you're walking with your pinky toes like closer to the floor out. Yeah. So
but I think it's because we have to stop so suddenly sometimes.
We do a lot of
you do a lot of
dodge and weave, and then you do a lot of brake checks, and then you got to like stop, and then you got to do a lot of left turn, right turns, and do U-turns, and it's all kinds of things, do all kinds of turns.
Yes. And shoes are definitely any advice that we can give. Number one is to invest in your shoes as a server. Definitely buy good shoes. I'm not saying that
I learned that the hard way too. Yeah,
they don't have to be necessarily name brand, but like buy those insoles that you need, or like try to make it work until you can afford like a good thick shoe.
It's worth it because not only your feet will hurt, but you'll feel it in your legs and your back, and it takes a toll on your body if you don't have a good pair of shoes. And like we said, like if you don't have a good pair of pens, because it takes a toll on your hands. Like there's a lot of different. Yeah, I would just recommend like a really big sole, memory foam, and gel insoles if needed.
And it has to be non-slip. I know Croc just came out with a new tennis shoe that's non-slip for nurses and hospitality workers. I haven't tried those, but I really want to. Maybe
I hear good things, but I don't know.
I know. No, I'm not sure if OnCloud has non-slips, but I'm sure 100% that Hoka does.
I know most brands do have a non-slip option. It's just that they're not comfortable.
Yes, and it's
none of them. They don't make any of them with like memory foam, and if they do, the memory foam is very small and it doesn't last long. And like we said, the sole's not that big, so when you're a waitress, like you need shoes that last you a little bit longer. Otherwise, you're going to be buying shoes like every 6 months, sometimes 3 months, depending on how much you work and how many hours you go work. But we work full time, and our restaurant, I guess, is fairly big, but our shoes go really fast.
Yeah, even
for us, just even with the big soles. Like I just got my shoes probably 6 months ago, and already I can tell the wear and tear on them, and that I should probably get a new pair soon.
Yeah, I have. I've had mine for I think 4 months, and they haven't started hurting my feet yet. That's usually when
That's when you know.
When I start investing in another pair. Yes, shoes is like 100% like what makes or breaks your day. Like if your feet are hurting,
definitely, because you will be
like,
cranky. It's kind of like when you're wearing heels. If you wear heels and then you start getting real bitchy towards the end once your feet start hurting. I remember, heels are not fun, and tennis shoes can be the same way when you're working.
Yeah,
Like,
if you don't
it's
have a
really
good
bad.
pair of shoes, your feet are hurting like a motherfucker. God
And
bless
it's
you.
a lot of like I wind up getting like walking or like running shoes is usually what I wind up buying, because those are the best and they have the most cushion for like the shock of like running. Because even though we're not running, but we're kind of jogging. I mean, we're going pretty fast. Like we walk really fast when we're at work. So
they are just the most comfortable.
We're technically just like running in slow motion. I've realized throughout the years that you definitely have to invest. But yeah,
people who have flat feet, I mean, find what works for you. Maybe the super plushy stuff isn't great for flat-footed people.
no,
I have
because
no
I think
idea.
it hurts them more.
Yeah, I don't know what it's like.
Especially if they have like the curved ones too, that curve in the arch. If you wear them and they have the flat feet, it hurts their feet really bad.
Yeah, that sounds like it would be painful as hell.
Because it's just pushing on the bone then. So like I guess it goes the same way for like if they have like the more cushioned ones too. Yeah, it's weird how I don't know. We're not feet doctors, okay, guys?
Yeah, we're not feet doctors, but in the worst case scenario, you have to wear non-slips. Buy a cheap pair of non-slips if your job doesn't reimburse you, and then go to Walmart, step on like that scale thing, and buy the insoles for them. Like whatever works for your feet. I'm not saying
your feet will be dying. You'll be dying at the end of the shift if you get them without the gel insoles, the non-slip shoes, because they're like never
buy
comfortable.
insoles.
Why would they do that? And like it's obviously non-slip shoes are for places that you're on your feet all day long.
More about the books. We had a coworker who bought her own books because they were different colors.
Yeah, she had a pink books.
Yeah, she had pink books, so every guest check of hers that she give away was pink, which is kind of like nice, but also like I don't know if I really want to be purchasing something that is definitely getting thrown away and you never get to see again.
Yeah, that's kind of like how we felt when we got the stamps. I kind of felt that way. I found a bunch of holiday stamping things that we could stamp stuff onto our tickets, and I'm like, it's very bittersweet because like it's a really cool thing that we're doing it, and it's like super cute, but like the customer doesn't get to keep it, and we don't get to keep it, and eventually they just get thrown out. So it's like, why did I spend a half an hour at the store picking through stamps? I don't know. Because we're crazy.
Yeah, sometimes it's the little things that just make the joy to you.
Yeah, and then you just get these little ideas and you get like super excited about it, and then you like get it, and then you're like, oh, why did I do that? Kind of like shopping when you go shopping for clothes and you try them on in the dressing room, and then you come home and you're like, what?
Yeah, that's not what
it looks different over there. Why does it look different at home?
Oh, have you heard that like at certain stores they have certain mirrors to make you look thinner?
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah. And I believe it.
I believe it too. Sometimes you do get home from a good shopping trip and then you're like, what the fuck? Like I look
because it's the angle too, or like they have like those real big ones or whatever, and like I think they get TJ Maxx.
They position them like in the perfect spot to make you look better,
or in like the certain lighting and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're getting off topic.
Yeah, well, that is like some true stuff though. This is our lovely trusty dusty aprons. So I like to use the brand Chefworks, which you can find on Amazon. If I can, I will link it down below. Also, again, none of this is sponsored. This is my favorite apron. It's reversible. So as you can see here, we got this side and I got this side.
And dirty.
Yeah, it's really dirty. Just ignore that. Just ignore that. But I like it because then, you know what? If it's too dirty, bam. Everyone has a certain pocket for certain things. So this one is always my money pockets. My right side is my money pocket. The middle is where my book is. And the other side, the left side here, is straws. I really like this one. I think it's durable and it's like the best one that I've had so far. And let me tell you, aprons are just like shoes. Aprons are just like shoes, man.
Yeah, there's some pretty shitty ass aprons out there.
Oh yeah, you didn't think so? There is.
Yeah, I've gone through lots of aprons. Like they don't make them like they used to. I know some waitresses that have had their aprons for like 30 years, and they've last forever. And then I buy aprons, and within like 2 months they're tearing up already. Like the problem is stitching likes to go off in the middle, and they like to like the flaps like to come up.
Yes.
Or the stitching between each individual pocket likes to come undone.
Oh, that's happened
and
to
then,
me in an apron.
Yeah, so like all the stitching comes undone, so then you just have like one big giant pocket. So then everything just like mixes together when you need it all separate. So that gets very annoying.
And because my mama does cricketing stuff, and look at this. She does this like stuff on our aprons, and it's so cute. For any of you that can do this at your job, hit me up in the comment section or on social media, and I'll let my mom know, and she'll make you one. She's got several designs she can do with your name. But isn't this so fucking cool? See,
it's
again,
awesome. I love it. Like I put my money in the middle pocket, and then I like to put my phone in the right pocket with my straws, and then I put my book in the other pocket. So, and I usually put my pens in the middle one with my money, like our guest checkbooks, and I can put it in the clipboard. And it's the same size.
It's literally this size, just like it outlines it just a tad, but it's perfect.
But I like it because, again, like I don't like it when you're like writing and your book gets really low, and you start writing in your book like this, and then your book starts to curve, and it drives me nuts when I do that, and then my writing gets like all sloppy. So I'm very OCD with my stuff at work. So like when I use the clipboard, it kind of keeps the book flat at all costs. It doesn't get it all wrinkled up, and it's a lot easier to write the stuff in. And to me, I just like it more. But then the other girls don't because it's too bulky and stuff like that, which it is a little bulky, which we are still trying to find good clipboards because I know the other girls wanted to use them too.
My favorite leggings are from Old Navy, and they're these joggers. They're actually not leggings, they're joggers, but I really like them. They have pockets. So I put my phone in my actual legging pockets. I don't put it in my like server apron because my phone's like too big that it like sticks out of it, and like
I don't like always having my phone in my apron.
It gets full of like food and toast crumbs and stuff like that. I put in my actual leggings.
See, and I actually have a plug that goes into my charger port, so if I do put my phone in my apron, I have like this little screen thing. It's not like a screen, but it's like a sticker that goes over your speaker, and a plug that goes into your charger port, and it keeps all the crumbs from going in there, so then that way you don't have that problem. But at the same time, I try not to have my phone in my apron as much as possible because it does weigh down the apron a lot.
Yeah, and then you're constantly like lifting it back up, retying it.
Yeah, it gets annoying.
It gets a little problematic sometimes, but you know, you can usually get through it.
But yeah, when you wear your pants, you put your phone in your pocket. If I would do that with my leggings would just...
That's what I like to wear. Also, I don't know what you guys are allowed to wear at your job, so some of you may not be able to wear leggings. So my favorite jeans are Maurice's jeans.
They have a lot of jeans that are like stretchy that fit real good.
Yes.
So you're not like just feeling completely constricted and stuff. I never went to Maurice's growing up, and I've kind of found out that they have some pretty nice stuff there. It's a little more pricier, but it's worth it, and their clothes last a lot longer versus if you would like go to Walmart or something, because their clothes don't
necessarily last.
Yeah, and their stitching falls apart and stuff, but like Maurice's clothes last a long time. But yeah, I agree. I like their jeans.
Leggings. What kind of leggings do you wear?
I wear just like the regular straight-legged black leggings.
Where are they from?
A lot of the times I've been going to like Ross to get my leggings. I've been finding that I like the nice soft ones that not the real thick or the real ones like you would wear if you were like the workout yoga leggings.
Yeah.
I like the thinner ones that are nice and soft. The only problem is with those is that if you have thick thighs, they like to rip in the thigh area. But I mean, I also do get a good amount of time with them, out of them, because of the fact that I work like almost every day of the week. So, and we're doing all this running. So I get the friction, it happens, whatever. If you've ever been a server you will understand. The end of the shift, when you take that apron off, it is literally like when you come home and you take your bra off. It feels so good.
It is like the best feeling
It feels
ever.
so nice.
You're like,
you don't
day
realize,
completed.
Yes. You don't realize how much your apron is weighing you down and constricting you until you take it off at the end of the shift. And you're like, oh my God, I feel 5 pounds lighter. Especially like with having your money and everything in your pockets all the time and digging in your pockets. And I'm telling you, I swear all the time. I say it's like taking your bra off when you get home. It feels so nice. But that's another, yeah. So, I mean, other girls like to have their pants really nice and constricted, and other girls like the little bit more loose stuff. I like the real soft, thin leggings. Um, I've been recently wearing leggings with the fleece inside. I have a pair of those. I've been wearing those. Yeah, I know.
Are you feeling okay?
Yeah, but like only when it's like really cold, like tomorrow when it's gonna be like -30, I'll probably wear them tomorrow because
-30 with the wind chill.
And also only when it's our slow months, because when it's our slow months and we're kind of not running around as much, so then I do have tendencies to get a little bit colder. But I normally run hot, so that's why I like my thin leggings.
Yeah, that's
because
what
I'm always like dying of heat stroke. So, but yeah,
I didn't know you owned a pair of fleece leggings, girl.
I do. Shockingly, I know. I trust me. It took me. I thought about it. Like, do I wear them? Do I really want to wear them? Am I gonna die? And then usually when I do wear them, I wind up, not gonna lie, I'll bring extra leggings that aren't thick like that, just in case I'm dying of heat stroke.
Yeah.
You never know if you're gonna be busy or not. And once you start running around like crazy, and then it's like, oh my God, you're dying.
Yeah, it's like I wore this underneath my work shirt today, but I have a bunch of undershirts that I wear sometimes because, again, in like the colder months, I like to bundle up. We're gonna have a discussion here on if you think that having your nails done, show off your nails.
I don't have nails on.
Having your nails done or doing your makeup makes a difference in tips. Do you think you get tipped more if you wear makeup or have your nails done?
Honestly, I don't know. We would have to actually like really probably like test this out. But I feel like I do, but I also feel like that's just because you feel more confident. You feel a lot more confident when you have your makeup done and you have your nails done, or you wear a new piece of jewelry or something, and then you get all the compliments, and that boosts your
ego.
Yeah, it boosts your ego, makes you feel better, and then I feel like you work better too because you're not feeling like slumped. When I don't have my nails on, I don't work as good either because I feel like when I have my nails on, I'm so used to having nails on all the time. So like when I try to like pick stuff up, like my book or pick money up or anything, like I feel like I stumble more, I fumble and I drop things, or I can't grab things like as good because I'm so used to having my nails on. It's weird.
Mine are kind of janky right now, but I get them done this week. I have a nail lady who is just fucking fantabulous. Now, listen, Bree uses the press-on nails, okay? And, girl, I wish those work for me, but they fucking don't. My nail beds are, like, not built for press-on nails, so I have to get my nails done.
You have to have a certain nail bed. Although, for stick-on nails, they have been making wide sets. So, because her nails are a little bit wider than mine are more skinnier and longer. So, like, it really matters on the nail bed if you want to try press-ons. It's like it's not for everybody. I know some girls. One of my girls that used to work with us, she started trying them on, and every single time she put them on, I don't know if she just wasn't doing the right glue or wasn't filing right or whatever, because there's certain ways to prep it, but they would pop off like every 2 seconds, all the time. But like, for me, I can put them on and I have some that'll last up for 2 weeks, and I can't even, when they're time to come off, I can't even get them off. Like, I have to like pry them off or get like the glue remover stuff. Yeah, but that's because of my nail bed.
I'm so jealous because I totally would save so much money if I could just buy the press-on nails.
So much money.
Shut the fuck up. I have to get my nails done with the acrylic, the bulletproof acrylic shit, because press-on nails just don't work for me. They just don't. I've tried every nail glue. I've tried Breeze nail glue. I've tried so much shit.
Like I said, they've started making the wide ones now for people who have wider nail beds, but it's just it's hard though, because even if you have a wider nail bed, some people have flat nail beds, some people have curved nail beds. I have a curved nail bed, so that's why they work better for me. If you have a flat nail bed, when you put these nails on, the nails are always made curved, no matter what.
Yeah.
So when you go to put it on your so when you go to put it on your nail, it's only gluing on on both sides of the nail.
Rather
but you're
than
not. It's not. The nail won't be touching the middle of your nail. So then that's why your nails pop off all the time, because they're not fully glued to your nail. They're only gluing on the sides of your nail.
Yeah.
And this part's not, and then you have a whole air gap there.
Yes.
So one slight of like water touching your nails, they're going to make them pop off.
That's exactly what happens.
That's what happens. That's why they don't work for certain people.
Yeah, I never used to be an acrylic girly until I started working in the service industry, because you see so many people, you want to be presentable, you like want to like look good and take care of yourself. It's just a thing. It's a thing.
And it's like addictive and contagious. You see all the customers coming in with their nails done, or you see the other girls coming in, your other work coworkers coming in with their nails done, or you see one girl get her hair dyed and then the next girl wants to get her hair dyed, or you see one girl get a tattoo and the next girl wants to get a tattoo.
Oh, shut up.
So
that is my toxic trait.
So yeah, like that's so yeah, it's not cheap being a waitress. Let's just say that. It's not.
Also, makeup, I can't stand like foundation because I don't wear it every day. But sometimes I do put this color corrector stuff on my face, which is, it's almost like foundation, but it's not. It's just like a color corrector, because sometimes my face gets really red. So sometimes I wear color corrector if I'm feeling it, but that's like once in a blue moon. And I like use that as foundation. But I can't stand like the feeling of foundation on my face. I do a lot of things so I don't have to wake up and do makeup. AKA my eyebrows are tattooed, they're microbladed, so I don't have to fill them bitches in anymore. I think I'm gonna get eyelash extensions, like actually done, like nails, besides doing them myself. I do sometimes do the clusters myself, but honestly I've been really annoyed with them lately because I spend so much time putting them on and then they literally come off within a day, and it makes me really upset because I spent so much time on them and they look so beautiful, but they only last a day. So if I get them done, they'll last like hopefully like a good 3 weeks. I do kind of like permanent makeup shit, so I don't have to spend a lot of time getting ready because I love sleep.
I love sleep too, but I usually wind up taking like at least like 20 minutes to do mine. And then some, but if I'm like, see, I don't know, like if I'm like
Grace got hers down pat though, because she does it every single day, has done it for years. She's got her makeup routine down pat.
And I don't do a lot, like I don't do the whole contouring thing and the setting stiff and all the powder and all that other stuff. I've been using a really cheap light foundation lately. It's supposed to do like, it gives you like a slight tint of like a tan, and it's a moisturizing, and it's cheap, Wet n Wild brand, but it like, I like it.
It looks good.
And it covers really good, but it doesn't look like I have a bunch of makeup caked on. And I don't even need that much because of the fact that it's like a tinted one. So you just put a little bit on and it goes a long way. And it also helps my face a lot because I've been using other foundations and my face has been drying out a lot lately. So it when I put the old CoverGirl True Match that I was wearing, that was actually almost making my face dry out. So this stuff that I've been using has had the moisturizer, and it's been working really good. Some makeup is bad for you. I don't know if anybody else has noticed that, but yeah.
Yeah, and it also has expiration dates. So
I've been having issues with my makeup with having allergic reactions, kind of. So I'm trying to figure out what's the best thing for right now. Possibly the waterproof makeup. I really think that is probably what's causing it the most.
Yeah, waterproof makeup can be dangerous.
There's something in the waterproof makeup that is not good and irritates my skin. So I think I've been using non-waterproof stuff for the last 2 days.
Now that we're getting off topic and talking about makeup, I think we're going to end it here. So thanks for listening and tuning in to episode 6. Please like, subscribe, and Share this with other service industry workers or anybody that you think would be interested in our episode. Thank you so much for listening, and I think we're going to leave it off here.
Thank
Goodbye.
you. Bye.